Today, I'm going to show you how to bake a pumpkin walnut ring. This firm, moist cake, fragrant with spices, is perfect for holiday entertaining. This cake comes to us from Rose Levy Berenbaum's classic book, The Cake Bible. Rose says, "The pumpkin walnut ring is a snap to prepare, it freezes beautifully, and the flavor and textures actually benefit from preparation a day or two ahead. However, today, we're going to bake this beautiful cake all in one go. The subtlety of walnut oil echoes and complements the walnuts in the cake, and pumpkin adds the illusion of richness. Actually, it's hard to believe that this delicious cake has low cholesterol, only 64.5 milligrams per serving. So are you ready to see how it's done? Then let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is, in a small bowl, we're going to combine the flour, soda, spices, walnuts, and whisk to blend. The first thing we need to do is sift the cake flour. This recipe calls for 1 1/4 cups or 125 grams of sifted cake flour. Sifter and cake flour. My mother used to have this beautiful old tin flour sifter. When Mother passed on to greener pastures and I had to clean her kitchen out, sad as it was, that old flour sifter was not in the best of shape, but it was a classic. There we go. Oh, isn't that so pretty? One 1/4 cups or 125 grams of sifted cake flour. Next, we want a teaspoon of baking soda. That magic ingredient that gives everything a boost. Now 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of ground cinnamon. Now a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Oops. We don't need that in the mix. No, that won't mix up very well. And next, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Always want to be a little careful with the nutmeg and cloves. It can be really strong. There it is. It's going to give us that beautiful pumpkin spice flavor. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Half of it's already in there. Here we go. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just a wee extra shake. There it is. And now a 1/2 cup or 57 grams of coarsely chopped toasted walnuts. Whisk to blend. I tell you, with the ground cloves, the nutmeg and cinnamon in this beautiful flour mixture, it already smells amazing. Amazing. We are making a pumpkin walnut ring. There we go. So the next thing we're going to do is, in a large mixing bowl, beat the eggs, sugar, and oils for 2 to 3 minutes or until very smooth. Then we'll add the pumpkin and beat just until smooth. Last, we'll add the flour mixture and beat until completely moistened. In a large bowl, we're going to beat 2 large eggs, 3/4 cups or 163 grams of light brown sugar. Three ounces or 80 grams of safflower oil. I just happen to use sunflower oil in my kitchen. I don't know if they're completely interchangeable, but I find that they bake pretty much the same. So safflower oil, 3 ounces. 3 ounces would be 3/8 of a cup, or I'm just going to use my tablespoon and go 6 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tablespoons of sunflower oil, or safflower oil if that's what you have in your kitchen. Next we have 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of walnut oil. 1 and 2. Beat together for 2 to 3 minutes or until very smooth. Add the pumpkin, fresh or canned unsweetened pumpkin puree, 1 cup or 238 grams. Here goes that beautiful pumpkin. This is a real harvest treat. Add the pumpkin and beat just until smooth. We're going to add the flour mixture and beat until completely moistened. Let's just scrape it down a little bit. Scrape the batter into the prepared pan and bake 30 to 35 minutes or until a cake tester inserted in the thickest part of the cake comes out clean. Cool it in the pan on a rack for 10 minutes and then unmold onto the rack. Rose Berenbaum says you can use a mini bundt pan or a loaf pan, but I just happen to have this beautiful Savaron ring, and I'm hoping that this all fits in here and doesn't go spilling out all over the place. You ready? Let's see what we've got. Can I do it? So far, so good. We are making a pumpkin walnut ring. And I thought nothing like a French Savaron pan to make a beautiful ring. What do you think? Are we doing it? We certainly are doing it. Here it goes. Oh my goodness. And here we go. Here comes this beautiful pumpkin walnut ring. It's got a beautiful, beautiful cake. We'll let it cool a little bit before we turn it out. And then we're going to make the chocolate walnut glaze. It just keeps getting better and better. All right, folks, that is what it is. Sort of looks like a great big chocolate covered donut, doesn't it?